Hello, everyone. Welcome back to today's story. In this episode, after discovering that Mai threatened Tuna out of jealousy, Alex's mother, Mrs. Puang, becomes furious. She calls Mai to her house and scolds her harshly for crossing the line. But just when peace seems to return and Mrs. Puang accepts Tuna like family, Mai's jealousy turns into vengeance. Mai secretly hires Dewey to take photos and spreads fake rumors online. As the storm brews again, Alex and Tuna must face public pressure, betrayal, and the media's cruelty together. Stay tuned until the end to see how love, truth, and family loyalty fight back against lies and envy. And don't forget to subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Your support means the world to us. Morning sun cuts through the curtains of Mrs. Puang's living room, lighting up the polished wooden floor. Her face, usually calm and kind, is now drawn tight with quiet fury. The teapot trembles slightly in her grip as she sets it down. On the table beside her lies a printed screenshot. Messages between Mai and a trembling Tuna. Words filled with threats, warnings, and jealousy. She reads them again, her jaw tightening. How dare she? She murmurs under her breath. The housemaid peeks in timidly. Madam, Miss Mai has arrived. Mrs. Puang's eyes harden. Good. Let her in. Mai steps inside moments later, radiant as always in a pastel dress, clutching her handbag like a trophy. Hello, Auntie Puang. It's been forever. You look younger every time I see you. Her tone is sweet. Too sweet. Mrs. Puang doesn't smile. Sit down, Mai. Her voice is clipped, polite but cold. Mai pauses, surprised by the stiffness in her greeting. Oh, sure. She smooths her skirt and sits carefully on the edge of the sofa. Silence fills the room, heavy and sharp. The ticking clock feels louder than usual. Finally, Mrs. Puang slides the printed messages across the table. Do you know what this is? Mai blinks. What do you mean? Mrs. Puang leans forward, eyes blazing. Don't play dumb with me. You threatened Tuna, didn't you? Mai's face pales. Auntie, I don't you dare deny it. Mrs. Puang's tone cuts like glass. You told that poor girl to stay away from Alex or she'd regret it for life. Mai's lips part in shock, but no words come. You frightened her so badly, she took her baby and ran to Mrs. Tang's farm to hide. Mai's composure cracks. Auntie, please. I didn't mean to. You didn't mean to? Mrs. Puang slams her hand on the table, rattling the teacups. What gives you the right to interfere in my son's life like that? Mai's eyes well up. I love him. I've always loved Alex. I thought if she disappeared, he'd love you instead? Mrs. Puang interrupts, her voice trembling with anger. You think love built on cruelty will ever last? Mai wipes her tears quickly, her pride flickering through the shame. I just couldn't watch her take everything that should have been mine. I've known Alex since childhood. We were meant... Stop. Mrs. Puang raises a hand, her tone final. You may have grown up together, but that doesn't give you ownership of his heart. For a moment, the only sound is the hum of the ceiling fan. Mai bows her head. I was jealous. I thought she was using him. Using him? Mrs. Puang stands up. That girl works from dawn till night at her little farm. She raises her son alone. She never once asked Alex for money, not even when she was sick. Does that sound like someone using him? Mai's lips tremble. I didn't know. No, you didn't care to know, Mrs. Puang snaps. Because you were too blinded by your own greed. You humiliated a kind girl who's done nothing wrong. Tears spill down Mai's cheeks now. I'm sorry, Auntie. Please, I just wanted him to notice me again. Mrs. Puang exhales sharply, folding her arms. Her voice lowers, calmer, but still firm. Mai, I've known you since you were small. I thought you were gentle-hearted. But what you did was shameful, unforgivable even. If your mother knew, she'd be heartbroken. Mai sniffles. Please don't tell her. Mrs. Puang's expression softens slightly, but only slightly. I won't, for her sake. But listen carefully. If you ever go near Tuna again, if you threaten her or that child, I'll make sure everyone knows what you've done. Mai nods weakly, face pale. Yes, Auntie. Good. Mrs. Puang picks up her teacup again, voice cold as steel. Now leave. I've wasted enough breath on you. Mai rises shakily, clutching her purse like a shield. She bows once, tears falling freely. I'm sorry, Auntie. Mrs. Puang doesn't respond. She simply turns her gaze toward the window, watching the sunlight dance across the orchard outside. The same orchard Alex and Tuna have worked so hard to protect. When the door closes behind Mai, silence returns to the room, deep and heavy. She exhales, pressing her palm against her temple. That girl, I can't believe she would stoop so low. From the kitchen doorway, the maid quietly asks, Should I prepare lunch, madam? Mrs. Puang shakes her head. No, I'll go to the farm myself. I need to see Tuna. The sun blazes over the grapefruit trees, their scent thick and sweet in the air. Tuna stands by the chicken coop, sleeves rolled up, dirt streaked on her arms. Despite the warmth, there's a weariness in her movements, the kind that comes from sleepless nights and worry. She looks up, startled, as a familiar car approaches. The tires crunch against the gravel, stopping right by the gate. Mrs. Puang? Tuna whispers, her heart skipping. The older woman steps out, umbrella in hand, elegant as always, but with a storm behind her eyes. Tuna. Tuna rushes forward, her hands shaking slightly. Auntie, I didn't expect you. Mrs. Puang looks at her with a mix of guilt and determination. I came to apologize. Tuna blinks, confused. Apologize? For what? For letting things get this far, for not protecting you sooner. The young woman's lips part, stunned. I know what Mai did. She came to my house this morning. I confronted her. Mrs. Puang's voice trembles slightly, anger still lingering beneath it. She won't bother you again. Tuna's eyes glisten. You knew about that? I saw the messages myself. Mrs. Puang sighs deeply. She acted out of jealousy, but that doesn't excuse cruelty. I'm sorry she hurt you. And I'm even more sorry that you had to face it alone. Tuna lowers her gaze, emotion catching in her throat. I didn't want to cause trouble. I just thought maybe she'd stop. Mrs. Puang steps closer, her tone softening. You should have told me. You're part of this family now, whether you believe it or not. Tuna looks up, eyes wide. Family? Yes. Mrs. Puang smiles faintly, for the first time that day. Alex loves you. I can see it every time he talks about you. And any woman he loves, I will protect. Tears roll down Tuna's cheeks. She bites her lip, overwhelmed. Thank you, Auntie. Mrs. Puang reaches out, gently brushing a speck of dirt from her shoulder. Now stop calling me Auntie. Call me Mom. Tuna freezes, heart pounding. Mom. Yes. Mrs. Puang's smile warms. Because that's what you'll be soon enough. At that, the tears finally spill freely. The tension, fear, and loneliness of the past few days melt into quiet relief. Behind them, the orchard glows gold in the setting sun. The breeze rustles the grapefruit leaves, soft, forgiving, like the world itself finally breathing again. But in the distance, Mai stands in her car, parked down the dirt road, watching the two women from behind darkened glass. Her hands grip the steering wheel so tightly that her knuckles turn white. Her tears are gone now, replaced by something colder, something that whispers, "This isn't over." Night wraps around the farm, silver light spilling through the open windows. Crickets hum outside while Tuna finishes putting little Henry to sleep. His tiny hands clutch his stuffed rabbit, soft breaths rising and falling in rhythm. She stands by his bed for a while, smiling faintly. That small, tired smile of a mother who has weathered too much, yet still finds peace in her child's calm. Then, hearing footsteps outside, she looks up. It's Alex. He steps through the doorway quietly, his shirt slightly unbuttoned, a thin layer of dust on his shoes. "Sorry I'm late," he murmurs. "I stopped by the storage to check the bamboo shipment." Tuna wipes her hands on her apron and turns toward him. "It's okay. Your mom came by today." He freezes. "She came here?" Tuna nods slowly. She knows what happened with Mai. Alex's face hardens instantly. What did she say? She was angry. Furious, actually. She told me she already confronted Mai this morning. For a moment, Alex doesn't move. Then slowly, he exhales. "I should have told her earlier. I didn't want to make things worse." Tuna shakes her head gently. "She wasn't angry at you. She defended me, Alex. She said I'm family now." His expression softens, the tension in his shoulders easing. "She said that?" Tuna smiles, eyes glistening. "She even told me to call her Mom." That brings a stunned laugh from Alex. "Wow, my mother never says that lightly. You've already stolen her heart." Tuna blushes, lowering her gaze. "I didn't do anything." "You did," Alex says, stepping closer. "You stayed kind, even when someone tried to break you." The moment lingers, quiet and warm, until the night air drifts through the open window, carrying the distant scent of grapefruit blossoms. But miles away, in her own dimly lit room, Mai sits at her vanity, staring into the mirror. Her face is still blotched from tears, but the rage underneath glows fiercer than before. She recalls every word Mrs. Puang said, the humiliation, the scolding, the pity. "Shameful," the woman had said. "Greedy. Cruel." Each word slices deeper than the last. Mai grips the edge of the vanity table. "No one talks to me like that." She snatches her phone, scrolling through her contacts until she lands on one, Dewey. A faint smirk tugs at her lips. Let's see how long their happiness lasts. The next morning dawns soft and cool. Dew clings to the grapefruit leaves, sunlight shimmering across the orchard like liquid gold. Alex and Tuna work side by side, packing crates for shipment. Henry toddles around nearby, chasing a chicken with squeals of laughter. Mrs. Puang arrives not long after, carrying a wicker basket filled with steamed buns and soy milk. "Breakfast for everyone," she calls, waving her hand proudly. Tuna rushes forward to help. "Mom, you didn't have to." "Nonsense," Mrs. Puang interrupts with a warm laugh. "Family eats together." Alex grins. "You're in a good mood today." "I slept well for the first time in weeks," she replies, her voice light. "Maybe because I finally did what I should have done long ago." They gather around the wooden table under the shade of a grapefruit tree. Laughter fills the air. Even little Henry smears soy milk across his face, earning chuckles from everyone. For a brief golden moment, peace feels real again. But beyond the orchard, on the edge of the red dirt road, a black sedan idles. Inside sits Mai, sunglasses covering her eyes, lips pressed thin. Dewey, her hired accomplice, sits in the driver's seat, chewing gum lazily. "Are you sure about this?" Dewey asks. Mai's tone is icy. "Just take the photos. I want everything. Her, the kid, Alex's mom. I'll handle the rest." Dewey smirks, pulling a camera from his bag. "You're the boss." He raises the lens, zooming in on the happy scene beneath the grapefruit tree. Click, click. The camera shutter snaps like distant thunder. Mai watches each captured image on the small screen. Alex wiping a smudge from Tuna's cheek. Mrs. Puang feeding Henry. The three of them laughing together. The sight twists like a knife in her chest. "That should be enough," she says coldly. "Send them to the reporter from the gossip page. Tell them to write whatever they want. Make it sound scandalous. Say Alex abandoned his fiancée for a single mother. Say the baby isn't his." Dewey hesitates. "That's pretty harsh, Mai." Her eyes narrow. "She took everything from me. I'll take it back. All of it." By evening, Alex's phone buzzes nonstop. Messages, calls, notifications flooding in. "Alex, have you seen the news?" one worker asks, rushing up to him with his phone open. Alex frowns, taking it. The screen shows a headline from a gossip page. "Businessman Alex spotted living with single mother and child. Secret family revealed." Below it are the photos, clear, vivid, cruelly intimate. Tuna, Henry, and even his mother, smiling in what now looks like a carefully staged scene. "What the hell?" Alex whispers, his hand trembling slightly. Mrs. Puang appears from the kitchen, alarmed by the sudden tension. "Alex, what's wrong?" He hands her the phone silently. Her face darkens as she reads. "She really did it," she mutters. "That girl." Tuna steps closer, voice trembling. "What's happening?" Alex looks at her, guilt flashing across his face. "Mai leaked photos of us. She made it sound like I cheated or hid you from everyone." Tuna's face drains of color. "Oh no. Alex, your company. I don't care about the company right now." He grips her shoulders gently. "I care about you." But the weight of the moment presses hard. The phone keeps buzzing. Messages from investors, employees, even reporters. Mrs. Puang's expression turns from anger to resolve. "Enough. We're not hiding anymore. I'll call the lawyer and issue a statement myself." Tuna stares at her in disbelief. "You'll defend us?" Mrs. Puang nods firmly. "Of course. You're my family now. And no one, not the media, will destroy that. Her voice carries the same sharp authority that had silenced my just a day ago. But beneath it is something softer. Love, fierce and protective. Alex turns to Tuna, taking her hand. We'll get through this, together. Tuna nods slowly, tears welling. I believe you. The storm outside builds quietly, clouds rolling over the orchard, wind whispering through the leaves. Inside, the family sits close, forming an unspoken circle of strength. And somewhere far away, Mai watches the news spread on her phone, satisfaction curling in her chest. But deep down, even she feels the smallest flicker of unease. Because when love is true, even lies have a way of backfiring. The screen glows against her face, reflecting her bitter smile. Let's see how far you'll go, Tuna, before the world turns against you.